Good morning, YouTube. Happy Monday. So, I had an idea that maybe if I brought the YouTube Boulevard back, I would be able to get more information out to you without the nanobots knocking me down. I am waiting patiently to see what's going to happen. It's Monday morning. But before we do that, we're going to get into the news. Let's do it. Good morning, YouTube. It is me, the BBK, and welcome back to the Boss's Lounge. Oh, child, that was a choker right there. So, getting a late start on the morning. Figured I'd chop it up with you guys while I have my morning breakfast. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the YouTube Boulevard. I was working on the videos, and girl, I tell you that ADHD is something gnarly, child. I keep getting distracted as something come up or pop up in my news feed or in my not my news feed, in my messages. I would go to read it and see what it was all about, and then I would instantly start vetting that, and then like I would get sidetracked and start getting stuff together for a new video. So anyway, this is gonna be video week. I'm gonna try to get everything out that fell into my messages, right? I'm gonna try to get that information out. So far, so good. I have not heard anything from the nanobots, and I figured I would try to see if I could, you know, slowly leak some of what's going on out into the YouTube Boulevard. YouTube Boulevard is the name of my cartoons, my stories, and obviously they have truth in them. So, uh, I think I put out 2 yesterday. And I uploaded a few other videos. I was gonna go live last night, but then I got interrupted in real life. So I had something to do, and I just said I'll just get back with you guys this morning. So if you haven't checked out the Boulevard stories, you should. I In one of them, at the very end, there is a little video clip, and it's of DC, and there is a bus. It looks like a city bus that's going down the street, and on the side of the bus, they have pictures of all the people. Well, not of all the people, but of some of the people that are playing an important part in the draining of the swamp. And it has their faces on it. At the top, it says wanted. Then it has their face. And then it has their last name at the bottom. And so I put that in the back of a police conversation. It was two police officers sitting in the car, and they were talking because one of the guys was going to lose his job. Well, he was going to quit because he didn't want to comply. But then he said he just bought a house. His wife was pregnant, and he couldn't afford to be without a job. So he went ahead and he ate the applesauce so that he could keep his job. And his coworker, his partner, had not taken it. So they wanted to change up the subject and lighten it and whatnot, lighten the conversation. But he was big mad for real. So, he told her how he felt and the reasons why he did it. We looked at a few things going on around the world. Yeah, my notes are in the house, and I can't even remember what all it was now. It was oh, we got some countries that have gone ahead and started to use the forbidden drug, starting with the letter IVER and then Mectin. They have started to use that cocktail using that particular drug, and they said that the cases are going away. Like everybody's healing, being cured, right? And then there are some countries who are using Estella Emmanuel's cocktail, the hydro and the other word. Those are forbidden. I've been to jail for those words. Um, these people are getting better. They are getting better. The numbers are going down. They are seeing massive progress. But catch this, T. I still have to use the code names. So in the video, I called them Pipers. But if you're thinking about the pharmaceutical name, I think you know who we're talking about. I could have said Pizer, or Kaiser. But Kaiser is a real hospital name, so that probably wouldn't have worked. But anyway, they just got awarded over $2 billion to make more applesauce. Mm-hmm. Let them tell it. It's for the poverty-stricken people. Girl, they out here just willy-nilly with the money. But they know what's going on. Trust and believe. Because I'm sure some of them are trolls in the underground. So they watching. They know it's happening in real life. So, like I had said once before when they were giving away a lot of money, that I felt like they were trying to jumpstart off everything that they plan to do before they get locked up and took out. That's why they're being all willy-nilly. But here it is, this whole Ukraine and this Russian-Ukraine thing going down. And now we're talking about we're going to support the Ukraine. They're going to get entangled in a battle with the U.S. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not going to get entangled with us. We're not going to start. We can't afford to fight with them. Do you know that the National Guard is out everywhere? The National Guard is some of everywhere, but they're looking at the places to get hardest hit first. But that bus in D.C., now that was a moneymaker right there, because people walking down the street could see it. Now, you couldn't see any other designs on the bus. You couldn't see it. So that's why I said I think it was a city bus. It could have been a prisoner transport bus. Either way, it could have been a prisoner transport bus. But either way, their faces and names and the fact that they were wanted was on the side of the bus. And that speaks volumes to me. I don't know about you, but to me, that's mad. Like, that's like, okay, here we go. They finna pop off something major. They finna pop off something major. You know, it's a lot of talk going on. But unfortunately, because of my ADHD, I don't have the patience to listen to a video that long when they're using words that I may not know or understand. So, I can only listen so far, and then I do what I do best. I go and I ask my mama. I go and I ask her, hey, what about this? What about that? But here lately, it's been a lot of talk about a lot of stuff. And I forwarded. I fast forwarded and from I got on some of those rooms I got behind as far back as May. So when I went in this time in one room this time that I hadn't been in a long time, it took me back to September. So I was like, no, not tonight, because I'm looking for uh, recent, some recent events. So um, yeah, um, yeah. So I had opened a window last night to go and look up some stuff, and I bet you that window's still open. I forgot all about it. I need to log out of it. I don't want nobody to start charging me or something. Or get hacked and somebody run up a bill. Yeah, somebody run up a bill. Yeah, that's crazy. So anyway, it must be popping off real heavy this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead on and get off this video real quick. You know what? I'm not. This will be like my morning rant. I don't have nothing to rant about though. So I'll just rant. Anyway. What's up, Backwoods Bama? Good morning, my love. I'm doing good. I just got to have my little breakfast and I am high. Oh, child. Other than that, I think that Janet, and if, I'm sure this wouldn't be the first time, is trying to reinvent herself. They're bringing up this whole thing about what happened uh, when Justin Bieber popped her thing off of her chest, off her clothing off her, and and hang on. Good morning. Uh, Remember when he popped the thing off her clothes, and they're bringing that back up again. Like that's so old, nobody's talking about it. But now y'all want to bring up what happened with Janet and Justin back then. For what? Oh, because the Super Bowl's coming back around again. Because you guys think that you might want to use her, again. You're not going to use Janet because Janet wants to get paid. And I can't believe that I have bits and pieces of articles and captions that say the Super Bowl people, coordinators, are asking for uh, the dancers to dance for free. Who do that? Now, y'all done seen the Super Bowl videos, commercials, or at least I think you have. I don't watch regular TV. Y'all know I don't watch regular TV. But I'm sure you've seen the Super Bowl commercials because I have. And who stars in those Super Bowl halftime shots? In at least one that I've seen 3 or 4 different ways. That would be Eminem or Slim Shady. It would be Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre, and Kendrick Lamar. Now that's a halftime special for your ass. That's a halftime special. So why you want to talk about Janet and her tit getting popped out? So what? Who cares? She got a whole baby now, a whole son. So they must be trying to reinvent her by bringing up the past and bringing up something that she shouldn't be proud about. But the people had said from day one that it was planned, even though they was up there apologizing to people for what happened. If it had not have been planned, he wouldn't have never reached up there and grabbed her in a sensitive spot like her breast, unless they had been sleeping together. Anybody know this? Ain't no random man, because he's random to her. If she ain't slept with him, if they had some type of sexual relationship, then he's a random man who happens to be a singer or an entertainer like yourself, who happens to be, at the time, young like yourself, who happens to be a sex symbol in the entertainment industry, and somebody that you know by face and name, but you don't know about them. They're not finna just reach up, hey, being stinker, hey, mama. They're not finna just reach up at your breasts and try to snatch your clothes off on national TV. First of all, it's syndicated, so they don't allow nudity and stuff like that on syndicated shows without some advance warning. And they didn't warn them of anything, so you ain't just reached up there. We knew that was planned. And y'all admitted it was planned behind the scenes, and they censored it. Yep. They had to monitor all of the interviews and press conferences and whatever, and they start scrubbing them from the web. But when you put something on the internet, somebody gonna always see it. You can't completely scrub it. I've stayed out of Fruit Loops for a while. Yes, backwoods. Yes. Hey, Diva. Yes. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. And that's the reality of it. We're not young like that. We're not immature like that. We got other things to worry about, like bills. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to make it, trying to network, trying to have a support system, all of the things. Nobody wants to sit up and do a lot of fighting and being in a negative space every day, all day. Could you imagine the number of boyfriends and husbands that's out here cheating? Because they can't get no attention at home, child. Ain't that something? Hey, Kitten Zombie. So yeah, that must be something. I hadn't figured it out yet, and I hadn't seen too much more with the Janet thing, other than I can only come to the presumption that she must be trying to reinvent herself. But Janet is too old to start back. I know she's still singing. I know she's even performed a few times here and there. But Janet is old now. I don't give a damn how good she looks. She ain't got that stamina like she had back in her younger days. And I don't really think that Kitten Zombie. Hey, mama. And my diva. My bench. My backwoods Bama. Yeah. So, yeah, baby, they are big upping. They are big upping this halftime, Super Bowl halftime. And here's the thing. Back in the day when I was a kid and Super Bowl would come around, I had family members who had season passes. They always went. I had family members who went, at the spur of the moment. All of my family members go in cars and RVs. Why? Because of the what they call it, the trail party, tailback party, tailgate party, the tailgate party. Hey, Kiki. See, at the tailgate party, everybody show up the day before, and the evening, and the night before. They pull out their barbecue grills, baby. They slap that meat on there. They start cooking up some shit. They pop out them deep fries, and the people that's in their party, that's how they eat. The women that made the baked potato, the coleslaw, the beans, whatever the case. All that stuff is ready, but the meat is thrown on the grill, the beer come out, water, juice come out, the kids play. Like it is like a parking lot party, for real, for real. And this is what they do the majority of the day, all night just about, and then the next day is game day. So the trailer is used for them to have somewhere to sleep. And they had to get to a point to where they had to assign parking areas for people who had the season passes. It's like you're not going to spend all of that money to come to the game every year and turn around and spend good money and not have nowhere to park. So then it became an opportunity when certain people didn't pay timely, then you got somebody else out here trying to buy their way into the parking space, were willing to pay twice as much, then you'll go ahead and assign them a space as well. But see, my uncle always got us there early enough to where we didn't have to do none of that. But the RV is for the people in the party to sleep. So you have one RV, maybe one car, one motorcycle, maybe a truck. If you have more than 2 cars with the RV, then it's another RV coming, or it's another RV there waiting. You know what I'm saying? That's how they did tailgate parties. And a lot of the times, the women, the kids, in the beginning when the show was getting started off, they still kind of highball when they want to look around, run around, and play. So, the women will get up and leave with the kids, honey, take their beers and they cigarettes and be walking and talking while the kids run around playing. Then they'll, take them to the bathroom. Everybody get in line. We lined up and go to the bathroom. Then we'll go get in line for the food, and everybody will be in a different line to get different food. And we're not getting food for us. We're getting food for everybody, right? Who's hungry? Nobody. But those people that pinched and messed around, now they hungry because when that Super Bowl halftime hit, baby, that's when everything gets crunk up. So when you look at it from a business perspective, it takes you back to when they started having people to walk through the aisles with popcorn and corn dogs and selling beers and sodas and waters. That's where it came from, because nobody was finna get up out their seat when halftime show started. If you ain't did all you need to do, then you better sit there and hold it, because ain't nobody finna miss the halftime show and fooling with you. And from a business perspective, that's exactly how you want it. They'll spend more money buying from the people because you're going to pay just about 2 times or a third on the top of whatever it is you're buying. You're going to pay more. You're going to get taxed for buying that from the guy walking with the food versus you getting up and going to get it. See, you may pay $10 for a burger, $15 for fries and a drink. Easy. You'll spend $10, $12 on a beer. Easy. At the concession stand. But if you buy beer, popcorn, burger, nachos, whatever it is they selling from somebody walking up and down that aisle, and they usually don't keep hot foods. The most food they got besides chips is popcorn. They don't keep hot foods. Now, I think the Super Bowl, is it the February the 7th or the 13th? Hell, I can't remember. It's February the 13th, I believe. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we still in the middle of something. You know what I'm saying? So you have to think about the changes that would have to be made to have a crowd, a gathering that large. And I think we all know what the first thing will be. Applesauce. Right. So some people going to be stuck out in the parking lot watching it on their devices, paying money for they put the Super Bowl on national TV. My bad, they put that on national TV. So then you still have the mask issues in some occasions, I guess, even for the children. So if you've not done none of that, that reduces the amount of money that's going to be spent at the show. So where does all of the money go? It goes into the halftime show. Now you up here advertising that you're going to have these five ballers. I guess it won't hurt you too bad if they don't show up, but to be asking the dancers to perform for free, is that because you're using up all of your money, your capital, to pay these five performers? And you don't want to pay nobody else? Like, who does that? Nobody not gonna perform on national TV for free. Nigga, and it's gonna be cold, which means they're gonna have to wear them little itty bitty uniforms like they always wear. It's cold in February. So, I don't know what he or she was thinking. Uh-huh. Exactly. I can't see them turning down nobody. I could see them taxing them. I could see somebody going to pay for an illegal document that said they did eat the applesauce when we know they really didn't. I could see that. I could see a lot of things. What else was they talking about? They was talking about what was? Oh, Malik McDowell. I think I put him up there. He's a football player. He was a tackle. He plays tackle for Cleveland Browns, and he he was at the hotel with somebody, and they believe somebody slipped something in his drink because he took all his clothes off, walked out the hotel, went down the street. Supposedly he was on the school property. It was a school, some type of a learning center for kids. And he went down there and got on their property. Hunter was rolling around on the ground and shit. You know, being stupid. Butt naked now, out of his mind, running around. And then somebody called the police. When the police got there, they said he was sitting on the side of the road. Police tried to, walk up to him, ask him if he was okay. I'm getting my laundry out, y'all. The police tried to walk up to him. Okay, sorry about that. That was my alarm. They tried to walk up to him and ask him if he was okay. And they claim he jumped up and lunged at him. Said, child, he whooped on the popo, popped him in the eye, messed up his leg, and something else. So he got charges for that. They call that aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer. And then they got him for the nudity, and then for being on the plate on that school ground. And it was another one too. It was resisting arrest. That's what it was. I was gonna say because it was either 4 or 5 charges. So that's what that was all about. Do I have some water there? So I felt bad for him because you know your peoples is talking about going on without you. They're moving on because you came up having a criminal record. You came up in the streets, doing stuff you ain't had no business doing. You kept going to jail. And when you finally signed with the Browns, then you decide, you're going to straighten your life up. You know, you're not going to get in trouble. You're not going to put yourself in those type of positions. And you start really doing the right thing, making better choices. But then this happens. But you know what? This means you was hanging with a snake. That's what this means. You know why? Because the only other thing could have happened with you in the hotel room is you was up in there with somebody. And she put the gotcha on you by putting something in your drink. Had you out there acting a fool, now you done lost your job. And you going to jail. All of that. But see, he then becomes another statistic and becomes one of those people that you could ultimately end up giving them a few dollars to play guinea pig. So when we start talking about, you know, turning on the 5G and all of this and how you will act, you have to remember you will be dealing with, you know, all sizes. And all sizes would be probably faster and stronger than you. So, yeah. But other than that, I never made it over to the other T. When I saw that the manufacturing company was getting paid almost well, it was actually over $2 billion, billion, not million, billion, because it had, is it billion? Let's see, it had 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we counted from 4. So it had 4, because that's up to 1,000. 6, no, 3, 6, 7. 7 is million. And then they had 3 more, which made it billion. Yeah, so it was over $2 billion. Yeah, over $2 billion to make more applesauce for the poverty-stricken countries. In Italy, they caught some nurses who was throwing the applesauce in the trash and signing the paperwork like you had just ate it and you really didn't. So, they got that going on. Then they have some countries who have stopped recommending the applesauce altogether and they're using a different, prescription. We not using that. We doing the applesauce. They not doing the applesauce. They doing something else, and they're seeing record numbers. So this party is coming to a fast end now, because the more other countries do it and it comes out, the more the other countries are going to be like, well, that's what we need to do. We need to take that. I still move like Coco is fresh and ready. Please don't come to my house right now. Okay, Kiki. Okay, Mama, please don't. Please. I beg you, please don't come to my house unannounced. I don't do unannounced visitors no damn way. So you'll just be standing the fuck out there. Yeah. Yeah. So that definitely made me feel better. That gave me a warm, fuzzy feeling in my stomach. Gave me a fuzzy feeling in my stomach. Oh, that was this morning. Wait, did she not come to work? Girl, don't tell me they ain't came back to work again. Let's see. She here. She came at 6. Okay, I was just gonna say, ooh, girl. Well, let me get ready for work. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Be blessed. Shout out to all my bosses, my cave dwellers, my street runners, my replay gang, my supporters, my subscribers, and my allies. Y'all take care.